Scene 1. The Hook. Full script, UT 500 characters. Opening shot. You stand in front of a bookshelf filled with money juke business books. Quick zoom-ins on titles like Rich Dad Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, The Millionaire Fastlane, The Psychology of Money. Dramatic, cinematic background music builds tension. You, direct to camera. I read 40 books on money. Yes, 40. From the classics to the hidden gems. And let me tell you this, 95% of them say the same exact things, just in fancier words. Cut to quick flashes of highlighters, notes, and pages flipping fast. You, voiceover or on camera. They tell you to save more, budget better, invest early, start a business, build assets, avoid debt. Sounds familiar, right? But here's the twist. Music stops. Sudden silence. Camera zooms in slightly. Information isn't the problem. Action is, and here's what almost nobody tells you. The part that actually makes you rich. Fast or slow? Are you ready? Beat. Cut to fast-paced, energetic sequence. Books dropping one by one onto a table. You, voiceover. I condensed 40 books, thousands of pages, and years of financial wisdom into one powerful truth. Getting rich is less about what you know and more about how you move. Cut to visuals. Someone hesitating to start versus someone launching a side hustle from a laptop. You, to camera. So if you're watching this video thinking, just tell me the secret, here it is. There is no one secret. But there are patterns, and those patterns can make you dangerously rich if you follow them right. Quick flashes of real estate, investing, freelancing, online businesses, graphs going up. You. This video is not financial advice. It's a wake-up call. I'm about to walk you through the real, raw, proven steps that every wealthy person knows and broke people ignore. And no, I'm not selling you a course. I'm giving it to you straight. Beat, slight pause, intense eye contact. So, buckle up. Because if you give me the next few minutes, I'll give you the blueprint 40 authors tried to sell you in 40 different ways. Scene 2. Mindset is step 1. Scene opens with soft, cinematic music. Visual of two people. One stressed over bills, the other reading and journaling about goals. You, voiceover. Here's the first thing all 40 money books agree on. And it's not what most people expect. Before you invest $1, start a business, or track your expenses, you need to fix the software in your head. Cut to a person looking into a mirror, writing, "I deserve to be wealthy," on a sticky note. You, on camera. You see, broke isn't just a bank balance. It's a mindset. It's the voice in your head that says, "I can't afford that," instead of asking, "How can I afford that?" Show split screen. Left side, someone scrolling social media complaining about prices. Right side, someone watching a video on building passive income. You, voiceover. Wealthy people think in terms of abundance, not limits. While others see risk, they see leverage. While others blame the system, they learn to use the system. Cut to someone reading The Psychology of Money, underlining the quote. Doing well with money has little to do with how smart you are and a lot to do with how you behave. You, on camera. You can hand two people the same strategy. One becomes a millionaire. The other stays stuck. Why? Because one believes it's possible. The other believes it's pointless. Cut to dramatic B-roll. Someone waking up early, writing goals. Someone else hitting snooze repeatedly. You. Mindset isn't some motivational fluff. It's your foundation. Every habit, every financial decision, every risk you take starts with the way you think. Pause for impact. Music builds slightly. So, before you buy your first stock or start that side hustle, ask yourself, do I think like someone who earns money? Or like someone who's trapped by it. Text on screen in bold. Wealth starts in your head before it shows up in your wallet. You to camera. Change how you think, and money will follow. Stay stuck in survival mode, and it never will. Simple. Not easy, but always true. Scene 3. Skills beat saving. Opening visual. Person carefully making a budget, crossing off coffee purchases, looking stressed. You, voiceover. You've probably heard this before. Skip the Starbucks, save $5 a day, and in 40 years, you'll be rich. Let me be honest. That advice is outdated, and it's holding people back. Cut to you walking confidently in a modern workspace. You to camera. You don't get rich by saving pennies. You get rich by earning dollars. Almost every money book I read said it, but they all buried it under fluff. So, I'll say it loud and clear. Your income is your greatest weapon. Visual. Someone learning on a laptop, coding, copywriting, digital marketing, video editing. You, voiceover. The rich don't obsess over cutting costs. They obsess over increasing value. They learn high-income skills that people are willing to pay for. Skills like sales, writing, design, AI, business strategy, things that can take you from $0 to $10,000 a month faster than any savings plan ever will. Cut to someone freelancing, closing deals online, receiving PayPal or Stripe notifications. You, on camera. Saving is smart, but you can only cut so much. There's a ceiling to how much you can save, but there's no ceiling to how much you can earn. Visual. Calculator showing $500 month income. Struggles, then $5,000 month income. Freedom. You, voiceover. When you develop valuable skills, you don't just make more money. You gain control. You can walk away from bad jobs. Launch your own thing. Work from anywhere. That's the real flex. Not coupons or cashback apps. Quick montage. Person taking online courses, practicing skills, networking, getting hired. You, to camera. So here's the truth. 40 books tried. To tell you in different ways. If you're broke, don't just cut back. Skill up, because when your income grows, your options explode. Text on screen in bold. Learn skills, earn more, escape faster. You, want freedom? It starts with value, and value comes from one thing: skills you can sell. Scene 4. Money machines. Paychecks. Opening visual. You holding a paycheck, looking at it with a tired smile. Cut to a clock ticking fast. You glance at it and sigh. You, voiceover. Here's the harsh truth. If you stop working, does your money stop too? If the answer is yes, then you're still on the hamster wheel, and every book on wealth screams the same thing. You don't get rich by chasing paychecks. You get rich by building money machines. Cut to a vending machine metaphorically, printing cash. Then transform that machine into symbols, stocks, real estate, digital products, courses. You, to camera. The wealthy, they don't trade time for money. They build systems that work for them, while they sleep, travel, or build the next thing. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter, then multiplying it. Visual montage. Someone earning $3,000 from YouTube ads, Amazon Kindle royalties, dividends, rental income. All while relaxing. You, voiceover. Let me break it down. There are 3 levels of income. Level 1. Active. You work, you earn. No work, no money. Level 2. Leveraged. You use tools, people, or platforms to increase your output. Level 3. Passive. You set it up once and it keeps paying you over. time. Show 3-tier pyramid with these labels. You, on camera. Now here's what almost every wealthy person I studied had in common. They moved from active to leveraged to passive. Slowly, strategically, and relentlessly. They built assets, not just bank accounts. Cut to someone launching an online course, then checking their phone and seeing payments come in a week later. You, voiceover. Assets can be anything that makes money without needing you. 24/7, a YouTube channel, a blog, an ebook, a product. Real. Estate, stocks, even a small business with the right team. Cut to 2 people. Person A working overtime at a job. Person B checking on their Shopify dashboard with $1 or $200 in sales. You, to camera. One is trading hours for survival. The other is printing freedom from systems they built once. That's the power of a money machine. Text on screen in bold. Don't just work for money. Make money work for you. You, voiceover. I'm not saying quit your job tomorrow. I'm saying start building a system today. Something that lives, online. Something that scales. Something that works, even when you don't. Final shot. You walking away from your desk as money keeps flowing in on your phone screen. You, to camera. If you only rely on a paycheck, you'll always be one emergency away from panic. But if you build money machines, one at a time, you'll never chase money again, because it will start chasing you. Scene fades to black with this text on screen. Build once, earn forever. That's how real wealth is made. Scene 5. Speed beats perfection. Opening shot. A person staring at a whiteboard full of business ideas, but doing nothing. Cut to another person launching a messy website and hitting publish. You, voiceover. If there's one thing that separates the rich from the rest, it's not intelligence, it's not luck, it's speed. Cut to you snapping your fingers. Quick cuts of someone starting small businesses, testing, failing, trying again. You, on camera. Every wealthy person I studied moves fast. They test, launch, fail, learn, all while others are still thinking. About getting started. Text on screen. Start messy, learn fast, win big. You, voiceover. Here's what perfection really is. It's just fear, dressed in a fancy suit, waiting until everything is ready. That's how dreams die. Visual. Someone stuck in a loop of planning. Contrast with another person closing their first small client, earning their first $100 online. You don't need a 10-year plan. You need a 10-minute action. Start the YouTube channel, write the ebook, post the offer, build the landing page. Cut to you pointing at the cam.